Some of you have been asking how to get unstuck with your painting when nothing feels inspiring. So today I'm showing you how something as simple as a red onion can spark a beautiful mixed media watercolor still life. So we're going to be using ultramarine, cad light, and yellow ochre today for our onion study. So we're going to draw this onion today. That's going to be our subject. I'm going to start with some pencil drawing, and then we're going to do some watercolor and maybe some drawing over top of it, some mixed media. So let's build out the still life step by step and see what we get. All right, so we're just going to do a little quick sketch of our onion here. And I'm just going to do it pretty loosely. Just kind of try to follow the marks. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to get the general feel of it. Like, I don't know that it needs to be absolutely perfect here in the beginning. I'm going to make that a little, does that even look like an onion? So we've got this little bit coming down, this sort of stemmy part. It's kind of craggly and crazy, like that. And then this part kind of comes down. Maybe more of an onion shape. It looks kind of oniony. So this part's going to be the purple part, and then this is the skin part. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, let's spread this down the page a little bit. I'm going to come in with a little bit of the haze pink, because I think that will be a good, that'll be a good start for the background, I think. I'm just going to put a line kind of through there. So the light's coming from this direction. I'm just going to add some of this haze pink in there just lightly. Don't want it to be too much. Almost like we're painting a sky. Almost. But I think this might be a nice, let's add some more drama through here. Not sure what I want to do down here yet. Gonna have to think about that. This is a fun way to start the painting so that we get some marks down quickly. Okay, so I've mixed up a little bit of the purple color. I've added the carmine red into my palette because I think that's a little too warm. So we're just going to start adding in some colors here. Light in our sort of thin wash. We don't want it too much to begin with. Mindful of our brush strokes so that we get brush strokes where we want them. I am using a pretty small brush today, only because I want to make sure that I get things right. So let's add in a little bit of this orange color. This is the cad red light. I want to make that sort of, this sort of color right here. At this point, I'm not really looking so much at what we've got going on. I'm trying just to think more about the shapes and how those play in. Might need a little bit, well, this is going to be challenging, I think. Okay, I'm going to add in just a little bit more of this sort of darker purple in some areas. I might be being too delicate. I don't know. I sometimes tighten up a little bit when I'm painting a still life because I want it to be right. But I'm trying to overcome that a little bit. I'll keep that area white. Add just a little bit of this sort of bluish green down here for the shadow. I try to work all over the piece. I try not to separate. Might need a little bit of that blue in here too, honestly. It's probably got some blue coming through there. Okay. Okay, I mixed up a little bit of yellow ochre, the cad light, and the ultramarine. I just want a little bit more of a brown tone through here. Oh, that's good. And then probably a little bit more up here too. Think about the way that the onion is formed. Maybe some darker ones through here. Just trying to bring in those shapes and colors. I think I'm going to leave that little bit of white space there. And then I think I'm going to start getting into the purples a little bit. We've got this sort of reddish purple going on here. I'm just going to add some of that through here. Onion. Trying to channel my inner onion. Well, this is a really fun way to kind of get out of a rut. I know that people have been saying lately that they're feeling a little lost, not feeling like painting. We can't have that. We got to paint. We got to do stuff, right? Okay, let's add some bolder colors because we can. There's probably no orange in there, but I like orange. I think this will be a fun mix through here to kind of shake up that brown a little bit. We've got a little bit more of a red mix here with the purple. Kind of just coming through here a little bit. I'm going to kind of start making these lines make sense. Let's add a little bit of that color up here. You can kind of see onion. We're going to see. And then I think we need some like purple, like purpley blue. Little thicker mix through here. Because as we know, onions are not all purple. They're not. They're kind of a lot of different colors. And I can see some browns and different colors in here. I think I want to bring like just a little bit through here, keeping that highlight. Trying really hard not to paint over that. Okay. I'm going to bring just a little bit more of that. I like the pink up here in the sky, but I think I want, or the background, I want to add just a little bit of that purple in there. Just to kind of give it some context. I think that works. Added a little bit of purple down here at the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit more. Of course, we need to get some marks in there. We don't have nearly enough marks in this piece. Let's add some marks through here. So our onion is going to come down just a little bit like this. We need more marks. We don't have nearly enough marks. Except sort of this orangey color. Just because it feels nice. I think it's really going to help bring out what's going on here. We can see a little bit of that color still through there. And that's maybe not the color of it, but I don't care. Because I think it looks cool. And sometimes it's more about what you feel like it should look like. Like maybe we add just a little bit of this yellow orangey color over here, just a little bit. Never want things to be in isolation as far as color. As you guys know, I like to work in threes. Okay, it needs more depth. It's looking a little flat. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more of this sort of darker purple that I mixed up. Maybe it needs some of that over there. It probably needs, I mean, that's not right, but we're gonna have to fix that. That's not right. What if I just added some orange in there? Shadows have never been my strong point. It's not looking terrible. Let's add some sepia in there. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit of red through here. I feel like that's way too flat. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Okay, darker purple still. I just want to put like a little bit through here. I'm trying not to mess up the shape there. And then I think I want some, I'm going to put some through here. I know I've come over this spot like 50 times, but I really want it to be sort of darker as we move here to the bottom. Really give us some depth through here. Maybe it's probably not that straight of a line. Don't want to make our shapes lame. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here with the watercolor, and then we'll come in with maybe some Caran dash. Okay, we got 3 purple Caran dashes. We got the lilac, we have the violet, and just purple, which looks pink to me, but that might be a good color for like right through here. So I'm really going to try to define this shape and give it some much needed contrast, if you will. I don't want to color in that part. You can really get in there and sort of make some marks. I think I'm going to do this color. Oh, this one looks darker. Got a lot of color going on here, guys. I like it though. And remember, these are water soluble, so if you make a mistake, which I think I'm going to have to blend some of this in, we can just come in with our wet brush, a damp brush, and make more translucent marks if we want, which I think I'm going to do just a little bit of here. I sort of like those sort of brush marks through there. I think I want more of this, a little bit more of this color through here. You can see where I went over just a little bit, but I think I kind of want to bring this shape and make it more like what it looks like. It feels like it's very, I like that. Okay, let's come in with a little bit of this Sahara yellow. I thought I just needed a little bit more of like, oh, that's dirty, of just a warmer highlight. Because, you know, it's got a little bit of yellow in it, I think. I like yellow. I feel like I need to do something a little bit more with this skin part. Okay, I'm just going to come in with this purple and make some marks coming down through here a little bit. I think it's getting messy. Okay, so I think I'm going to add in some oil pastel because I kind of want this to be a bit more, at least just this bit. Try not to cover up all of our good work here. Maybe it's got some more marks coming through here. Yeah, I think that helped. Since we're here, we've got some other, and I'm just covering up all the watercolor now. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this purple through here. It's mixed media, right? So we can do whatever we want. Ooh, those pastels really did something there, didn't it? That really made it so much, everything just sort of popped. Don't know that I need a whole lot of that. I'm still not super happy with this sort of skin thing. I wonder if I should add some white to it. Maybe. I'm just going to add a little bit more up here. It is blending with the Caran quite nicely, though, which is surprising. This is sort of a dark green color. I'm thinking I'm going to add just a little bit to the shadow area. Get really messy. Don't be afraid to use whatever you need to make it look the way you want it to, right? I mean, it's your piece. This is all about having fun. It's not about being perfect. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. Okay, here it is with the mat. I like it. I think it was different. It was definitely fun to do. Um, you can still see some of the watercolor in there. I like the watercolor background. I think that turned out really nice. I love the oil pastels, honestly, over it. I think it just added some vibrancy that I wasn't getting with the watercolor. I think the watercolor worked well as a base layer. I did go in and add some marks into the skin area, and I'm liking it better. I wish it were lighter, maybe, but that white really did something for me, and the purple. You can still see bits of the watercolor. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, we tried to make an onion. We sketched. We had fun. So for this piece, we use watercolor, Caran pencils, and also some oil pastels for final touches. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you're going to try this to loosen up your work, break your creative block, get back into the swing of things. I want you all painting and working. Just pick something. It doesn't have to be an onion. It could be a lemon. Could be a flower. Anything. Just pick something and make a sketch and give yourself about 15 minutes to get it done. Don't think about it. Just do it. Okay? That's your homework for today. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.